conditions. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And this home team defense is now rolling out the welcome mat for the visitors. They start their night stuffing the run.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. Get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. It's complete to the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
That's why, as a defense, you want to set up third and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got a man. It's Alchuk. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
On the direct snap, it's Alchuk. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Noles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Glenn. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Touchdown, Florida State! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. To the air, it's Dampier. That's caught, it's Williams. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Washington wants to go quickly. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Got his man. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
To throw, it's Dampier. Grabbed in the middle, it's Green. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Gets it to the back. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Just a little off. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll take it himself. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Man, can you imagine if they hadn't picked up the first down? It would have been, what are you doing running the football?
Oh, the fans would be so irate. That's one of those where, come on, what is that? You can't be that concerned. Oh, yeah, no. That was a great call. Good job. That was a great job. It worked perfectly.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. He's got it inside the 30. A big play as he takes it all the way down to the 17-yard line before going out of bounds.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Grab near the marker. It's Alchuk. Touchdown, no! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find...
Oh, they blocked it. He's got it, and he can go with it. Takes it the distance, and you can give him 2.
How about the job by this field goal block unit? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up. You're taking it the other way and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give on the inside. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Flips it out to the back. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Unloads it left. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. A cacophony of noise. Debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the Dome. From the gun. Wants to pass. Now looking to throw back to the middle. Pulls it in inside the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. What a tough break for the defense. You get a hand on the football, and they still make a big play.
Man, how difficult is that? The ball is deflected. To be able to keep your eyes on the football, continue to concentrate from a fortuitous bounce, Reese. A nice break to him, makes the catch, makes the big play down the field.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. On target. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Huskies.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield. It's Glenn. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And an explosive play. Has him on the move. And he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful if you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback. That's not a good sign for this offensive line.
one more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield very late in the half. Connection to the right. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And he'll reach for a 53-yarder and have to guide it in with precision from the right side. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And that is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball.
Breaks into the open. Out across the 30, mark down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness in the defense. And make the catch, make the run, get the first down. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Dampier. The short hands, it's Williams. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Makes the grab. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw it again. Floats it out in space. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Dampier. It's complete. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting...
Touchdown, Huskies! And that one will give them the lead.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he puts through the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory this time around. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. Back to pass, it's Glenn. Rushes on him. Makes the grab, it's Alchuk. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. I think he wanted to take a shot there, and he took a shot all right and dumped the ball off to the running back.
There's no doubt, Reese. I mean, he took a shot, but I think he did the right thing. I want to push the ball down the field. I want to make big plays, but when it's not there, be smart. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Back to pass on second down. Wide open downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
To the air on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. Quickly complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Noles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Goes to the end zone, and the ball's out. He goes down after the short return, but what way to get the football back.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting takeaways, and with their backs against the wall, they're able to force the fumble and fall on it in the end zone for a touchback.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminoles.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. North Texas looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before the year is out. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air. It's Dampier. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it for a big play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second down, he'll throw it. Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Alchuk. And the wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They go to the ground. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. Fourth down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football big.
Wide open spaces. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
What a weapon this guy is, right? The tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
And the Seminoles have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You gotta love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. Quarterback may change this route. To throw, it's Glenn. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Trying to get themselves back in the football game.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Alchuk. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. From the gun, wants to pass. Big guy smells it. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Look out, he's got room.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. They'll try to bully their way for the first. There he goes. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Flushed out of the pocket. Sails one into the middle. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw. Going for 6. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Still on his feet. He's at the 50. At the 30. Past the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, no!
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
They want to throw it. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.
How about that for a momentum swing? Defense gets the pick 6. Offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
And he's going to bring this one out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They'll leave it with him. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
This team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now